Some people going down.
Assets that was involved, whether it was houses, businesses, anywhere they're claiming these crimes are committing, the feds are seizing all of this, according to the federal indictment. Number 6, it says from at least or about 2008 through or on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others, known and unknown, were members and associates of a criminal organization, quote unquote, the Combs Enterprise or the Enterprise. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and incitement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Number 7, the Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates, constituted in an enterprise as defined by Title 18, United States Code, Section 1961-4, that it is a group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. Mr. Combs Enterprise consisted of, right, the defendant entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global. Individuals employed by and associated with the Combs business and others known and unknown. Number 8, the Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs Enterprise. The Combs Enterprise was engaged in and its activities affected interstate and foreign commerce. The Combs Enterprise operated in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs Enterprise. Number 10, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others, known and unknown, participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs Enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other...
The maid, the chef, the bodyguard, the doorman, everybody. It's a lot of people going down. So I'm wondering is he going to take the rap for this, or is he going to take people down? I don't think Diddy doesn't rub off as the stand-up type of guy. I think, yeah, he going to say it's bigger than Diddy. Pause. No, pause. He going to say, oh, this is bigger than Bad Boy. Man, this is going to get interesting to see how this unfolds.
Close associates of Combs. The purposes of the Combs Enterprise. Number 11, the purposes of the Combs Enterprise include the following. A, operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network, and a media company. They're taking all that shit from Diddy. It says B, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean Combs as the defendant, as a musician, entrepreneur, and a figure in the entertainment history. C, enriching members and associates of the enterprise, including its leader, Combs, and in particular, who's demonstrated loyalty to Combs and willingness to conceal his crimes. D, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of Combs Enterprise, including the power of his leader, Combs, through violence, through firearms, through threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. E,
I wonder if one of those violent moments is Tupac. Remember, Eminem been like slight joking about this. Man, it's a lot of people said that allegedly, he might be involved in Tupac's passing.
Fulfilling the personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and use of commercial sex workers. F, enabling Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and excitement to engage in prostitution, narcotics distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts. Securing absolute loyalty from members of the Combs Enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats, and protecting the Combs Enterprise and its members and associates, including Combs, from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats of retaliation against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by members and associates of the enterprise. Means and methods of the enterprise. Number 12, among the means and methods of which Sean Combs, the defendant, and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise conducted and participated in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs Enterprise include the following. A, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as other things, quote-unquote freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, and masturbated.
Yo, it's absolutely insane that they actually label this freak offs. I mean, that's what it is, but it's just crazy that the media is like, they like, yeah, these are some freaky 9 niggas. He's a 69 guy. Diddy is a real 69 guy. Say run for your life.
During and often electronically recorded. And arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported sex commercial workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims in order, in part, to keep the victims obedient and compliant.
Obedient?
Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims.
Obedient? That sounds like they're getting drugged or something. Sound like mind control. To keep them obedient, it's like they're getting hypnotized or something. What the fuck? Allegedly, this is all alleged.
Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exhortation and drug use. Man, they got somebody snitching and they got something on tape.
Yo, that is crazy. IV fluids, like they just won the championship game or something. Like they gotta re-energize themselves. They gotta, take electrolytes. Like they probably been through so much punishment that, their body just worn out. So now they gotta replenish their body. Yo, this is absolute, bro. Can y'all imagine? Like there's a room so you can recoup from an orgy. Like he probably allegedly has that is crazy to fathom. Oh yeah, Diddy was really feeling himself. He was really feeling like Mr. Untouchable.
Stop and say that right now. Somebody snitching and they got somebody on video, bro. They probably got some of them videos out of Puff's house, allegedly. Because there's no way they have to prove all this stuff they're saying. The feds are saying they can prove this in court. I want y'all to understand this. All this stuff the feds are saying, they're saying that in court, we can prove this. Let's keep going. Section B. It says that members and associates of Combs Enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees facilitated the freak-offs, among other things, booking hotel rooms for freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting, cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and Combs to and from freak-offs, resupplying Combs with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial sex workers, and scheduling delivery of IV fluids in or about March 2024 during searches of Combs' residences. Now, y'all need to listen to this part right here. Everybody, y'all hit the like button. This is the part right here y'all need to listen to. This is the part y'all need to listen to. And I'm reading the entire indictment for y'all right now. So you guys, the entire indictment is being unsealed right now, so you guys can see what they're trying to charge this guy with, to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's listen to this, and I want you guys to listen to what they said next in this. In or about March 2024, as this year, y'all, it said during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California. Lord have mercy, Diddy's done, y'all. He's done. Listen to this, y'all. Listen, I want y'all to listen to this. Everybody brace yourselves for this next line. He's done, dog. It says in or about March 2024, when they searched Diddy's homes. It said when they raided Diddy's. Now, Diddy got to be there. This dude ain't got no brains. I want y'all to listen to this now. Now, all these buffoons that's running around here.
Now, I already did a reaction to this part, so I ain't gonna really go crazy. But I already did a reaction because he's gonna talk about the baby oil. 10,000 bottles of baby oil, guns, drugs, alleged. Man, he was running a real freak show.
Defending Diddy, listen to this in the indictment, right? This is right here in the federal indictment on page 7. In or about March 2024, during the search of Combs' residences in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics. They found drugs. They found drugs, y'all, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Also, C. Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause victims to engage in freak-offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support. Let me stop right there. Dog, you got caught with narcotics in your house? They got you with the narcotics in your house, bro. It's right here.
Listen, as I said in my original video, I'm more surprised about the baby oil. The drugs and the guns, that's expected. Baby oil? 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Man, I bet you he got different flavors, different brands, different, man, God, where do you put 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
They said the Fed seized the narcotics from his house. He's done. He's done. He is done.
It's a wrap,
How in the blue
man.
hell do you have it in your house? Now you got these dudes running around here on you acting like a goddamn fool.
Shout out to Ticket,
A
man.
damn fool.
Shout out to Ticket, man.
That sees it from his house.
Ticket was going crazy. Shout out to Ticket TV.
Ain't nobody hyping this shit up. It's the goddamn truth. Read the goddamn paperwork.
In facts.
Line
Golly.
C. Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in free calls.
Shout out
Combs
to-
maintained control over his victims through, among other
Make sure y'all go follow Ticket TV on YouTube.
things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victim's appearance, monitoring their medical records, and controlling their housing and supplying them with controlled substances.
Medical records.
During and separate from free calls, right? During and separate from free calls, Combs, among other things, hit, kicked, threw objects at, dragged victims at times by their hair. The assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' careers, livelihoods, including if they resisted participating in free calls. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial job or security without repercussions in the form of emotional abuse.
Damn.
Combs also used sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during the free calls as collateral to ensure the continued obedience
Blackmail. Blackmail, blackmail, blackmail.
and silence of the victims. Section D. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carry firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including the victims and witnesses to his abuse. In or about March, listen now, because y'all say, oh man, they hating on Diddy, man. Them niggas hating on Diddy, man. Shut your bitch ass up. You fucking ass Negroes. This man right around here terrorizing all kinds.
Hey, man, shout out to Meal Ticket, man. Meal Ticket was turned up. I mean, not the Meal Ticket. Ticket TV. Ticket TV, man. Y'all go follow Ticket TV. Ticket TV was turned up.
Girl, white girl, black girl, Chinese girl, Japanese girl, allegedly.
Alleged.
But
All
listen to this.
alleged.
Get a load of this. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers. He's done. As well as drum magazines. It's over. This motherfucker going to jail for life. Let me repeat that line again. Law enforcement seized firearms, ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, as well as a drum magazine. He's done. He's done. Defaced serial numbers. It's over right there. Did they make that shit up or did they lie or did they got that shit in their possession? See, that's why I told y'all, you can't listen to these capping ass niggas online. See, when the feds come get you, they're not playing with your ass when they take you to court. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise enabled Combs control over victims by following his directions and regarding financial payments to victims, advancing or suppressing the victims' career opportunities, and acquiring controlled substances Combs used to keep the victims compliant. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise at times witnessed Combs' violence towards the victims or the victims' injuries caused by Combs without intervening. Remember I told y'all the other day that they said that girl came out and put in that lawsuit that said that Usher, Neo, and Jimmy Iovine, she alleged they all witnessed this and did nothing? They put that shit in this indictment, y'all. It's right here in the paperwork. It said, instead, members and associates of the Combs enterprise helped conceal the violence and abuse by, among other things, assisting Mr. Combs in monitoring and preventing victims from leaving locations such as hotels or Combs residences. These occasions included instances in which a victim was required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time. Now, I want y'all to really understand. Let's stop right there.
That's
I need y'all to
crazy.
I need everybody to just put y'all thinking caps on.
That's
and understand
crazy.
what the hell I'm saying right here? I'll say it again. I need all y'all to put y'all thinking caps on.
That's like he was running like a sexapade, man. He was running like a sexapade, like just like literally just a damn orgy, man.
And listen to what I'm saying right here, because what I'm saying is very important. The girl, Dawn Richards, read myself again. The girl, Dawn Richards, she put it in the on lawsuit. Remember, the lawsuit dropped right before Diddy. The lawsuit dropped right before Diddy. I'm gonna repeat myself again. The lawsuit dropped right before Diddy. Right before Diddy got indicted. That lawsuit dropped. You guys didn't see that? That lawsuit dropped. And in that lawsuit, she claimed in the lawsuit that they turned a blind eye and they witnessed those beatings. Remember I told y'all that? Now I told all y'all that. Remember I told y'all that? So she said that in the lawsuit, and that is now in this indictment. That is now in this indictment. And I told all of you guys what the situation was. I told all of you guys what the situation was. Y'all they didn't want to listen to me. Oh, come on, Chicken Man, you hate man, you hate man. Ain't nobody hate man. Shut the hell up. The hell you think the feds going in there? They gonna come out and take this all the way there for no reason? What the hell is wrong with people? Shout out to Enlightenment and Cash App with the donation. Salute to y'all.
Man, all these Diddy parties. I know y'all remember this. This is a PG sample, but Trey Songz allegedly is involved in all this. Look at Cat Williams. I mean, not Cat Williams, Kevin Hart over there. This is just a sample of the parties. Kevin Hart, you was at them parties.
I see you in the building. Let's keep going, y'all. Because see, it's time to cook these dudes. I'm telling y'all right now. Right? And so it doesn't seem like Diddy's gonna snitch on nobody. They're saying Diddy is going to fight this, which is unbelievable because they have
Swiss
guns and drugs in your house.
beats.
You're done. You got guns with the fake serial numbers.
Swiss.
He will. That's what we're talking about. So let's keep going, y'all.
Oh,
right?
no, not Swiss.
It says, right, these occasions included instances in which a victim required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time, to recover. Just to recover from injuries Mr. Combs inflicted without being publicly observed. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise also assisted Combs in locating and contacting victims who attempted to flee his abuse. This is unbelievable, man. Goes on to F. It says, when employees, witnesses to his abuse, or others threaten Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and the members and associates of the enterprise engage in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence included kidnapping and arson. In addition to on multiple occasions, Combs threw both objects at people, as well as hit, dragged, choked, and shoved others.
We seen that. We seen that in the Diddy. I mean, not in the Diddy, but in the Cassie video, right? We seen that in the Cassie video. I'm just looking up everything as he reads.
Section G. When Combs' authority or reputation was threatened by the possibility of negative publicity or legal or law enforcement action against him, including in or about the late 2023 following public allegations of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent and not report what they had experienced or knew to law enforcement. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, among other things, provided these victims and witnesses with a false narrative of events in effort to conceal Combs' crimes. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. The feds got him. The Racketeering conspiracy. Number 13. From at least in or about 2008.
Yo, watching that makes me believe everything. Watching that, like, it's one thing hearing about it. Like, we didn't all heard about it, but watching that just brings chills to you, bro. Sheesh. So imagine what he was doing at his home.
Through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, the defendant, Mr. Combs, and others known and unknown, being persons employed by and associated with the Combs enterprise, describes in paragraphs 6 through 12 of this indictment, an enterprise engaged in and the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly combined, conspired, and confederated, and agreed together, in which each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States, to wit, Title 18, United States Code, Section 1962C. That is, to conduct and participate directly and indirectly in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity, as the term is identified in Title 18, United States Code, Section 1961-1 and 1961-5, consisting of A, multiple acts involving kidnapping, chargeable under the following provisions of state law. California Penal Code 207, kidnapping, California Penal Code 21A, 664, attempt, California Penal Code 31, aiding and abetting, and California Penal Code 182, conspiracy. B, multiple acts involving arson, chargeable under the following provisions of state law. California Penal Code 45-1, arson, California Penal Code 21A, 664, attempt, California Penal Code 31, aiding and abetting, and California Penal Code 182, conspiracy. C, multiple acts involving bribery, chargeable under the following provisions of state law. California Penal Code 137A, bribery of a witness, California Penal Code 21A, 664, attempt.
Yo, this is
California
crazy,
Penal Code 31,
bro.
aiding and abetting, California Penal Code 182, conspiracy. Section D, multiple acts indictable under, multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code 1512, relating to tampering with a witness, victim, or an informant. E, multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code Section 1589 and 2, relating to forced labor. F, multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code Sections 1591 and 2, relating to sex trafficking. G, multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code Sections 24, 21, 24, 22, and 2, relating to transportation and the inducement to travel for purposes of prostitution and other illegal sexual activities.
Prostitution?
H, multiple offenses, including possession with the intent to distribute.
Yo, what is, like, what? He has to have some mental issues, man. And then to, like, he be trying to, man, bro, this ain't nothing but the devil. If this is true, man, like, this is bad.
Or distribution of narcotics and controlled substances, including the C word, the O word, the A word, the M word, the B word, and all other types of drugs that they have listed here. They've listed over 7 drugs I'm not going to name on this channel because how YouTube get down, right? And they're saying that they found these narcotics in Diddy's home. He's dying. Bro, what the hell is wrong with y'all? You find all them drugs, all them guns, and all them bottles of baby oil in this man's house is over with. Who the hell got 1,000 bottles of baby oil, man? Come on, man, cut this cap out, bro. So, and let's keep going, right? It says, in violation, all those drugs were in violation of Title 21, United States Code Section 84-1, A, 1, B, 1, C, B, I.e., B2, and 846, distribution and possession with intent to distribute, and conspiracy to do the same. And Title 18, United States Code, Section 2, aiding, abetting, and willfully causing. Number 14, it was part of a conspiracy of Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, the defendant, agreed that a conspirator would commit at least 2 acts of racketeering activity in the conduct of the affairs of Mr. Combs' enterprise. Notice of special sentencing factor. Number 15, from at least and or about 2009 up into or including to about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere as a part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity, Sean Combs, and afflicting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtain, advertise, maintain, patronize.
Bro, what the fuck? God, and man, this is the feds. So we all know the feds ain't coming unless they got proof, not just regular proof, but the feds proof. God, and they put, man.
And solicit by any means a person knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means the force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in Title 18, United States Code, Section 1591E2. Any combination of such means would be used to cause the person to engage in a commercial sex act in violation of Title 18, United States Code 1591A1 and B1. Right? Title 18, United States Code 1962D. Count 2, deception, trafficking by force, fraud, coercion. Victim number 1 is more. The grand jury further is charging. Number 16, and we got more to go. Number 16, from at least or about 2009 up and into including 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, the defendant, in an affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, maintained, patronized, and solicited by any means a person knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that the means of force, threats of force, fraud, coercion, as described in Title 18, United States Code Section 1591, C2, or E2, and any combination of such means would be used to cause the person to engage in commercial sex act, and attempt, aided, abetted, and willfully cause the same, to wit, Combs, recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, maintained a person, victim 1, and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused victim 1 to engage in commercial sex acts, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that victim 1 was engaging in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion. Title 18, United States Code Section 1591A1, B1, 1594A, and 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to y'all before I go forward. The reason why I said victim 1, and I'm going to tell y'all this right now, because when they take this mofo to court, victim 1 is going to be revealed. They didn't reveal the name right now because of the safety of the person. That's why they didn't reveal the names. When they go to court, the victim 1 is the name is going to be revealed. Because remember, when they go to court, all of these things that they're accusing Diddy of in this indictment, they have to prove it. They feel like they can prove that shit 99.9, whatever the percent is that they can prove it.
Exactly. If they put out, they feel very solid in their case. That's the crazy part. So if they charging them, they're like, bro, you better come with a deal. Because if you don't come with a deal, man, all this gonna get exposed and the world gonna know. So I think he gonna take a plea and like just lock seal all of that, and he's gonna take a lesser charge out of all of this. Probably, I think he's probably gonna do a lesser charge, so he won't get exposed. Because if the truth really comes out of these things that he's alleged doing, she's done.